Hi, Shea here. If you don't know me, I am a wife and mom of two, and I help entrepreneurial women master their mindset and build a successful online business without sacrificing time with their loved ones so they can live their dream life. And this week, I'm going to talk to you about the top 5 healthier habits that you need to implement in your business and your life so that you can have a much happier and a much more peaceful balance between the two. So obviously we're not going to talk about business without talking about social media. And social media plays a huge role in the workings of your business, especially an online business. That's where you're going to get most of your clients. That's where you're going to get most of your reviews. That's where you're going to find more people, so on and so forth. And so social media, it can have a very negative impact on your mental health. And that's something that some of the top executives do even talk about of these certain companies. There's a whole documentary about it. And so, but I don't want to tell you not to use it. My advice to you is to stop the scroll. So I'm going to break that down into 2 parts. So stop the scroll, meaning have a social media strategy, right? Have a plan, a weekly plan, a daily plan of content that you are going to put out there for your audience to enjoy. And then stop the scroll, meaning put that content out and then get off social media as quickly as you can. Answer the people you need to answer, put out the content you need to put out, play with the algorithm a little bit, and then get off of social media, because you don't want to get in the social media trap, right? Where you're just stuck in the scroll and you're just doing stuff that's not helping you or your business or your life, right? So have a content strategy, put it out there, get off social media. That is number 5. Number 4, plan out your day in hourly chunks. So this is huge in terms of, yes, stopping the scroll. So I know for myself in the morning, I'll give you my daily routine basically, but this was the best advice that I heard. And it's basically, a lot of them say you could be on social media for 15 minutes. I can't do 15 minutes because I have 2 kids. So the first 2 hours of the day when I'm drinking coffee is my time for social media, right? So that's when, really I wake up, I drink water, and I read a Bible app because I need something to just not be negative first thing in the morning. I'm not a morning person. And then I will share something of my story on Instagram so that my story goes to the front of the line so that people can see it. And then third, hop on Facebook, because Facebook is kind of my biggest chunk of social media. It's where all of the people I have to answer are. And so that's what I do. I go through all my notifications. I answer everybody. I send out happy belated birthdays to everybody. And then I post my content. And so that takes about 2 hours. That's while I'm drinking coffee, eating a little breakfast, getting the kids breakfast, that kind of a thing. So I'm not just sitting there for 2 straight hours. It's kind of to move in kind of a situation. And then after that, I work out, I shower, I eat some more, and then I take the kids out for the day. And then I come home, cook dinner, do whatever else, and then eat dinner, clean up dinner, watch one show, go to bed. That's basically our daily routine every single day. So social media is only that first 2 hours of the day, and that's because that's when the most of my people are active, is in the morning, so you can see that in your insights. And then so when I put out that piece of content, it gives it the chance that more people are going to see it, and so I can just get off social media and let it do its thing, right? If you have the right content strategy, it's going to work for you. So that's number 3, yes, is to plan out your week, plan out your month, plan out your year, however it works for you. So that's where having a clear content strategy comes into play. And I'm hit or miss with that sometimes. Sometimes I'm on the ball and sometimes I'm not, because I try to do it kind of weekly. But then sometimes I forget. I completely dropped the ball on National Mental Health Awareness Day. And it happens, but it's my business. So it's a big deal when you miss these things. So I did make up for it, but realistically, I should have had the whole year planned out. But, I give myself a little bit of leeway because I have 2 kids that are pretty young And a year ago, I was not thinking much further than the next hour. So I'm hoping that in the next year, I will be able to sit down and create a whole calendar for my year. So do something that works for you. But then when you have a clear content strategy too, Mondays I do an engagement post. Tuesday it's something funny. Wednesday it's my live video. Thursday is kind of freestyle. If I have a sponsored post to do, it's usually on Thursday or Friday. Saturday and Sunday I save kind of for the kids posts, because Saturday and Sunday actually have the least amount of social media activity. So I don't want to do a sponsored post on the weekend. I want to do a sponsored post during the week so that more people have a chance to see it. And then on the weekends, more people are going to see my kids' things because people like the kids' things. So that kind of carries me through the week. So that's basically my week. But then when you're planning out the year, you can break it down into what's National Depression Day, what's National, Donut Day, whatever it is that you specifically talk about. You could have that all planned out so that you don't have to worry about what your content is going to be that far in advance. You're going to kind of know, you're going to know far in advance, all right? That's going to help you a lot. And I'm going to do that next year. But number 2, set clear boundaries with your friends, your family, your spouse, your kids, whatever. My kids are obviously too young, but they do understand. Give me 1 minute, give me 5 minutes. They're going to learn patience eventually, but they don't have a ton of it now. But if all you have to do is finish typing one thing, usually you could let them wait. When it comes to your spouse, I love my husband. Sometimes he talks my ear off for no apparent reason. And sometimes I just have to give him the look like, what? And then he gets it because he does the same kind of stuff as me. He has a podcast and he writes for different sports websites. So if you're a sports fan, go check him out, Adam Hall Sports. And, but have clear, defined things with your spouse. Maybe it's, like when I'm doing my live video, when I'm doing my YouTube videos, I sit in the bedroom. I usually close the door, and so that I have a little bit of privacy, so that I can think straight and speak without constant interruptions. And then number 1, this is the number 1 tip. Oh, I forgot to say, it happens. As I was just telling you that I can think straight. No, set clear boundaries with your extended family too, because with some of my extended family, they think that, like my father, he's not on, he watches YouTube, but if he watches this, I don't care if he hears it. But he just thinks sometimes he could pop in any day of the week, anytime, because I just don't do anything with my life, right? And that's fine. I get it. But you have to set clear boundaries, when it's, no, I'm busy that day. And people don't really understand when you're doing an online business, because they do kind of have this connotation that you just kind of sit at home and play around on social media all day. It's not really it. You got to treat your business like a business. So you need to tell your friends or your family, you know what? No, I can't help you that day because I have to do work, right? Because it's work and you're going to get paid for it, even if you're not getting paid for it now. And then, so number 1, the number 1 healthier habit that you need to learn is to marry the process and divorce the results. I saw a wonderful, it was actually my astrology. I think it's Free Will Astrology on medium.com. And he does, I think it's weekly or daily. I don't remember. But I love it. And it was a Libra one, because I am a Libra. Hello, Libras. And it was, if a man is sitting there and he's chiseling away at a stone, and 100 times nothing happens, and the 101st time the stone splits in half, which was the goal. Was it the one hit that split the rock, or was it the 101 hits that split the rock? And the answer is it's the 101 hits. It's the 100 of hits that came before it, that one hit finally cracked the rock. And so, especially in this type of a business, in this type of an environment, it can take a long time, or it could take a short time. It's one or the other. If you're someone that's taking a longer time, just remember that patience, persistence, consistency, that's going to win you the trophy all the time, basically. 9 times out of 10, As long as you are consistent and persistent, you are going to achieve whatever it is you're putting your mind to. And this is something that I've talked about before. Napoleon Hill, what is it? Think and Grow Rich. He mentioned that in his book, and he mentioned a bunch of different people, even Ford, Ford Motors, who created the, I don't know, I guess combustible engine. They said that it wasn't possible. He had a team of engineers that said that the type of engine he was trying to achieve was not possible. And he kind of went broke making the motor that he wanted to make happen. And now we all know that Ford is a household name in America. And the same went for, I think, a miner, but it was the opposite. He gave up before he actually struck gold. And then somebody came along years later and went boop, and there was the gold he was looking for all those years. So just remember that if this is something you really want in your life, and you have to be sure you really want it, just to continue to go for it. So I hope that these tips helped you today. If you found some value in this, tell me what your favorite tip was. Comment below, like this video, and subscribe for more. And I look forward to talking to you next week. If you are interested, this is one last tidbit before I go. I just got started with NaNoWriMo. I don't know how you say it, but it's National Novel Writing Month in November. So it's a website, and it's kind of a social media type of website where you kind of, if you're another writer like myself, you could challenge yourself to write a novel. 50,000 words is the goal. And so you're going to every day calculate in that website how many words you're writing so you could finish your novel. And it's kind of fun. It's interactive. So I am writing the sequel to my book, Firelies. The sequel is called Dragonflies. And I'm going to be telling you all about it on that website, NaNoWriMo, so that you can follow the progress as I go along. And if you have not read Fireflies yet, please go grab a copy and let me know what you think about it, because it is my goal. It is my absolute dream in life to be a published author, which I am now, and a liked author. I want people to actually buy the books, right? It's one thing to be published, it's another thing people to buy it. So please go grab a copy. Let me know what you think of it. And hey, let me know what I could improve on. And thank you for watching. And please don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on yourself. Don't limit yourself. And man, it's not a dress rehearsal. Go for it. Don't hold yourself back because you think you can't, or you think you shouldn't, or you think nobody's going to like it. Just do it. All right. Enough. Have a good day. And I'll talk to you next week. Thank you. Bye.